Well, I redid my graphics a bit. Had NVIDIA suggest kind of an updated, not optimal setting, but a more advanced setting, and it put the clouds in. And I say, it is rather beautiful. I can't remember playing a game that just seeing something I build transform and one switch, one change to as nice as this game has looked. If this is a glimpse as to the possibilities of where they can move the updates in this game going forward, then man, we're really in for it. But you've got the shadows going down below over the city, the reflection the cloud puts on the city. It's just magical, man. It's really nice looking. It really kind of makes the city feel alive. It's quite nice. So we've got our little issue with the water here. I figured I would take a second and see if I could fix this, which is not going to be the easiest thing. We're still losing people in the city, which is odd that it's still doing that. Let's go bigger. Nope, not that. We'll go back to 60. Come up on this. Let's see, and I don't know why that's not lower, because it's up here. So flattening doesn't make sense here. It's just there's a water pond here, essentially. I can't do much else with it. I wonder. I do see like rocks. I wonder if I dug out this part all the way over there, if that would fix it. Let's try save real quick before I go too much further. Save. I'll save this as 90. I haven't done a whole lot, but I don't want to have to do it all again if I really screw up.
Interesting news from the
Yeah,
city's export
let's see if
division.
we can do
Sources tell us that our city has more services than
this.
we know what to do with.
And you know what that means, folks. It
Maybe the
means we're not
strength needs to
cutting
come
things
down because
close enough.
wow,
Well,
that's
no.
deep.
The point is we're selling it and bringing money into local
That's right.
Japan.
You could almost say it's too much
Why is
of
it
a good
doing
thing.
that?
Or we could say that we're enjoying a positive trade balance and the economy is booming. More after this.
So it's moving the water from there here. So what if I do flat now? My theory would be just to get the water right up to, or the lower level right up to the edge. And then it all flows right into here. Like that, and then all the water flows into here, that we can solve our problem. Don't know if that's going to work, but that was where my mind was going with it. Will it drain the area is the question. So then let's bulldoze you. Push this on into this area. I don't know that it's really having the effect. It's like it's just coming to that point and not going in. Well, I'm learning something here. This side does look like it might be though. It's just slow. And I do see water flowing, but it still doesn't look like it's actually leaving the area. Don't know. might just leave that to kind of play with. The problem is this thing just kind of really jacked up. Like the way this all ended up kind of going. I don't know what I did wrong here. Oh, you know what I bet that is? There's a underground wire. It's there. That's what happens. So I think I'm gonna revert back to that save. We'll just load that one back up. That's the first time I have really had to do that in a while. Didn't help. I'll do some Googling to figure out how we can get rid of a spot like that. In the meantime, we will raise this road up and over. Okay, you can go around it. So we can do road. I think we're on 4-lane. So my fear is that the bottom of that piece would get hot. Yeah, I don't want to. Let's do like right there. Yeah, and then started building up. Okay. So then let's kind of have it mirror there, there, to there, and then down to 0. Straight, nope, there, and then there, play. So that road now goes over our pool of water, if you will. Maybe eventually we build a running playground around that or something, because it's really not ideal. It's really not ideal. I wonder if that's actually in the map or if that's something I created by accident somewhere, somehow. We still have our issue in this area here with the workers. Let's see how bad it is at this point. Lack of labor. So the poorly educated, there's no poorly educated in the area. Is what they're saying. So we just need, I guess, more population. Maybe we build kind of out this way, maybe over in here too for some of that. We can also build out this area a little bit more. I've been hesitant to come too far out with it, but I think for what it's worth, we probably should just go ahead and drag out some of the streets. So let's do, and I'm making sure we're on the Europe. Before we do that, we will do this, and I'm gonna go to the back of these houses here, all the way up to that park, and then we'll connect this into here without killing any buildings. And we have that whole section now. We can throw down some houses. We can just do 4 and now. And then we've got this whole section we can do the same thing on. Trying to think. Wondering if we come out one more street and then have another one of these highways like we've got here going around. That would probably be a nice thing to have. And then maybe some more roundabouts with a larger street, because we're about to get a whole bunch of houses and a lot more traffic going with all of these kind of startup little areas with homes. So maybe we think about that here in a bit too. So let's just do the reverse up to here. And then maybe we put in, got a park there, a park there. We don't really have any grocery store type stuff. So let's just a little bit of business here. Kind of keep them happy in that regard. We can probably do another street here eventually. Maybe we do just a section right here and a section right here as well. And then I think what we can do on this Glade Street, fortunately for the neighbor, is this is there and give them an exit. Okay, so that's there. We've got these houses on this side, which one on the Europe part we can. Nope, nope, nope. One house. Do that. We can do. Actually, let's not let someone build here. I'm wondering if they would complain being so close to this. We'll leave a little bit of green space and put in some trees while I'm thinking about it. And then let's do that. This, however, building off this street would probably be pretty traffic intensive. We can do here, and then we can put trees here. So let's do a little bit of tree planting. Birch, poplar spruce. So let's do trees. And then here, we get a little more fancy and do just kind of a wall of trees. Trying to kind of give a nice definitive line, sound barrier, if you will, of the two. We're getting a lot of complaints about noise in the main town, so I'm trying to see what I can do about that. And all of this is kind of experimental for our next city, so I feel like we might be getting close to considering another type town. We've maxed this one out, got pretty much all of it built to a certain extent. We can still tweak, lots of little tweaks we can do, but as far as newness and things like that, there's not much else we can really do that I know of, but welcome the ideas if you guys have any. Okay, so we can kind of come back in here. Now make just like a big forest of trees wherever they fit. How is that overlapping? I guess he owns all of this. Still building in that section. We got one stuck in there finally. Alright, and then now we can just come back in and fit some in wherever we can fit them. Perfect. A little more trees out there. Alright. So we're getting a wide number of houses going. Do you find it interesting that our birth rate, death rate, all of this is showing that we're going down? Like this number is going down, it says. Hourly trend is going down. Like people are moving out of the cities versus into it, which I find a bit alarming to say the least. Let's go here. So everything's green as far as happiness goes. Healthcare coverage looks decent. All of that. This guy's having connection issues, so let's Yeah, he's just not gonna be able to connect no matter what we do. So we'll take him out. A little park right there, because there's not much else that could fit there anyway. Probably a smaller playground, if it would let me. It's gonna need a road. Did that actually work? I think it did. I think it put the road there. And then we can actually, while we're thinking about it, take another walkway. Come all the way through like that. And then maybe just kind of surround it a little bit with the walkway. And then we get a little bit of trees there. Back. I definitely feel like my machine can handle this update with the graphics. I don't hear my fan going crazy, but I hope that doesn't change because I kind of like it, man. To look at your city like this, it's just really nice. Just wish I could get a solution to a lot of these problems I'm facing. Got a lot of people that are moving out, unhappy, like usually it's noise pollution, lack of entertainment on this one. So we're looking at a park over here someplace. Got a good spot right there. We could do another dog park. Probably go bigger than that even. Dog park maybe? Yeah, we could do dog park. See if that technically gives them more to do. And then this one's saying high rent. Temporary fixes just to get rid of it. Doesn't really help in the long run. And this one's high rent. I could get rid of these and build in they're not requesting it though is the problem. Medium density is not really a thing right now. Let's try and see if we take all of this out. We'll even do that one. If we can do business would actually be nice to have right here. What does the neighborhood look like as far as happiness goes? Pretty happy in this area.
A driving advisory has been
Over
issued
here
for
looks a
the
little
immediate
less
area due
so.
to poor road conditions.
I'm gonna say we could put a
Please
park here in the
exercise caution
corner,
as you must drive,
but
and
if we
try to
did
stay off
row
the streets
homes,
until
essentially,
conditions improve.
what we could
This
do
has been a local public service announcement.
is
You're listening to Second Mood,
we do some different
epitome
type
of
trees.
classical listening at home
We
or
put them
wherever
all
you
along
are.
the edge here.
A housing shortage is driving
Oh,
up
I
prices
didn't
in
actually put
the
it down.
area.
That's right,
Let's
Clinton.
do a row of
Apparently, that's not all
big
good
trees.
news. We're joined today by an expert guest, Professor Nutbutter.
Welcome, Professor. So a housing shortage is bad for
And then we
people
come
trying
back
to move
in
here, right?
and we
Humans
do
are programmed to desire certain
no houses
urban
anywhere.
presentations within ideological
And then we do
groups,
just like
which are entirely apart from the actual
that for
rewards
row
they
housing.
provide. For
And then see if that'll
example,
eventually build up going
One final
the
question.
side streets,
Is the
leaving in
housing
that
shortage going to make
row
me
of
Mexican?
trees there to
by
block the
certain
noise.
metrics, perhaps yes.
It's
In
going to
this
take a while
world
for that
where
demand to
I
kick
like
in,
the
though. I
sound
think
of
it's going to
that.
be our
what we
issue
are
for now.
discussing is the study
So
of
we got our
a
police
statistical
station there.
abstraction and its effect.
I'm guessing we have row
Thank you,
housing
Professor.
here. We
Is
have
the question
nothing there. It's all
right
business.
already?
Interesting. I don't
This
know what I
just
was
in,
thinking with
traffic.
this.
If you're thinking about hitting the streets,
And then
you're
even
gonna
this
see
over here is not
delays
built in
on
yet.
the major roads,
This
especially
was
during rush hour.
Max Avenue.
Good to
The,
know, Jim. Seems like everyone is
one
in
of
a
the
hurry
guys
to
that
get
came in for the
somewhere
live.
fast.
Got him a street
It's
name.
worth slowing down. And if you
Um,
can, plan your trip outside the rush.
I'm wondering,
Oh, I don't know. I'd rather wait an hour in
tax
traffic than
wise,
start thinking about everything all the time.
how's our
Besides,
taxes
if I did
looking?
that, I'd never get anywhere.
Tax rates 10. Let's go 9 and just see if that brings anybody else. Tax rate a little bit. You got a little bit of a jam over here. Why are we all jammed up at? What's going on? No one's moving. It's a standoff. Got people crossing. And these are my fears. So we are on the fastest we can go. And with the graphics, it might be pegging my CPU out right now. Let me pause real quick and just double check my machine, see where I'm at. While I say that. Task manager. 65%. No, we're doing good. I'm surprised to really have an issue with my fan's not even going. I'm surprised that it is doing that. So I'll hit play and we're starting to move now. Why don't we do us a solid to relieve that and go ahead and build a walkway here. Here, we almost have enough room to go the whole way. We could probably come into here, build it all the way across this. We could even go underground actually too, which I haven't done one of those before. But I really need them to not cross here. Really hurts our shipping industry. Would be nice if we could say only go on one side of the street, because that's where we run into issues, is when they have to go other sides of the street to go the same direction. Like, it would make no sense just go over there. In fact, what we could do, they should never cross here, for one thing. We can do this, undo that side for sure. And then what else? Me too. I think we said 7.5 was the step that we wanted to be at. Go up and over. Back down. So we can come here to here. Go down to 0. Let's do it on a curve. That's what if we do? Almost. And that was close. So 2.5, that's why, maybe that's why. It's trying to come to 0. So we could do that. And now? Well, that makes no sense. Why couldn't it have done it before I did that? So we can come here. And then, all right, perfect. And then take the curve off. Oh, come on. Right there. Oh, really? That's absolute garbage. Let's try here. What? Wow, it's too steep still. Well, this is the punishment I get for not bulldozing the area flat, I suppose, because this is going up to an uphill, which is why we're having 90% of our problems. So then if we come back into here and we undo that, we can also bring one across too. Let's do that real fast. We'll go back to 7.5. Perfect. Do that curve. And then come back down to 0. I thought that would work, but nope. Apparently wants a little bit more of a curve. Yep. that second placement. So we come back. Odd, really? Oh, we have to come from over here. All right. What up? All right, so let me show you real quick. I'll come back and do this. Zooming out. And then you see the clouds. I'm gonna take off the graphic part so then you can see the city now. And you've got clouds going over it. And what's neat is you see the shadow underneath where the clouds are. You can even see the glistening on the water. I mean, it's just beautiful now. And there were a few updates to graphics that I did to achieve that, but I think just putting in those clouds alone, man, really looks nice. You can even see it kind of play out way over in the distance where we don't have land. But yeah, it really is nice looking. And you zoom in kind of down below, you kind of have the fog of the city. And even the places, there's a little bit of line shutter still, but it's not nearly as bad as it was. And it kind of has that, to me, and even in a plane more recently that I have, that look when you're looking down upon a city from a plane. It kind of has that more realistic kind of finish to it now with the shadowing and the lighting of it. I don't know, it just looks really nice by comparison. So it's getting close. I think they've made a good change in what they could do to allow machines to support the graphics. Now, some of these buildings, I don't think they're quite right. They've got work to do on those, but some of these smaller buildings really looks nice. So that was kind of what I was saying. It's nice to see the changes they're making. It's very pretty, if you will. Yeah, I hope they get these taller buildings lined up a little bit better, because those would be nice to kind of be able to move and see and not they kind of shift a little bit when they shouldn't. You can kind of see it when I do that on those colors. I'd definitely like to see that fixed. A lot of the lines don't follow quite right, but overall, man, I'm happy. Where were we? Over here? Yeah, over here. All right, so let's get this. Can I turn you into there? It's really annoying that I can't get that to turn in. So if I come from here, I want to go down 0. Oh, I had it. Oh, I had it. No, I had it. Come on now. I'd really like that to be more round. That looks okay. And then we'll knock out the crosswalk now. We'll knock that out. So originally that crosswalk, what was causing our problems? You have crosswalking issues here. So let's see if we can take all of those out. Man, those truckers just are going crazy. Trying to think if there's another way we can solve this, because it's all piled up. We could bring in this street here to connect and then make this go over. And that would make this intersection a little more busy. That cargo place is really getting hammered. All right, let's do that. I'm gonna pause right here. We will delete there. That road is really funky though. There. Delete you. And then we'll take 4-lane road. I don't really know that it matters where it connects. We can really make it S around, and that way there's no intersections. That would be nice. Just don't know if I can make those curves happen enough to do that. My issue is going to be now is, can I get the highway in with all of these curves? Hold on, let's try this. If I did you, hold on, that. Got one little kind of arched deal there that didn't work right, but for the most part it's okay. All right, and then that is one janky looking area. Let's fix all of this at once. So we're going to take you down,
And on to our main feature
and then
story.
we can
The
do all of
commercial
this at
district
once
is booming,
into
as
there.
the area is attracting
All right,
more
so
high-end
then
stores,
now we come here.
bringing the latest in luxury to
We
our
do
neighborhood.
2-lane,
You can now shop for
highway,
designer shoes while
2-way,
sipping a fancy local
parallel.
yerba mate. Or so my wife tells me. That's good for business and good for the community.
Thanks, Jim. We'll be back after this.
Our story this hour. Kim is on
Where I need to
scene
do a curve,
outside
and where I need to go up.
abandoned building.
That's right,
10, I
Jim.
think? It's all I need to go up, really?
This decaying shell is a symbol of the industrial decline sweeping the city. People are being laid off. The industrial sector is on the verge of collapse. And worryingly,
And then we can come right back down.
Thanks, Kim. Always
0.
gotta watch out for crime, not to mention collapsing buildings. We'll have
Why
more
not?
after this.
Thought it would work. Ever so close, yet so far. Can't do that turn the way I'm having it right now. Let's take these back a little bit, and let's just see if I can do a straightaway. So if we're at 10, and we're going this way, that works. All right, and let's just connect it up to 0. This is straight. I think it was because I had it on the turn. And then now that's probably too aggressive of a turn, which is why it had that issue. But let's see if I can connect it, and it looks okay. It looks better. It's a little bit of a stretch on that turn. But now they can come through here, get in, and they could come right back out actually too. So there's another way for these trucks to get into the shipment depot, which was the point of that. Oh, we need to connect in your pedestrian walkway. So we come here, pedestrian. I think we're at 10 high. Cool. So that's connected back. Would have been nice to have had a little bit of a small road here to connect in, but didn't get there. We could start looking at roundabouts maybe, in these areas particularly. I have a feeling with these, see, it's just the timing it takes them to turn in is the problem. It's the entering and leaving that's really making that hard. It's a bottleneck. Just trying to see what it does over time here. Sorry, I went silent. Definitely think this needs to be a roundabout. Problem still, there's a backlog here, so even putting one there may not help. And it's getting in and out of here that's causing our problem right now. Why don't we put a parking lot right here? If that would have any, or I can do it over here, any merit. Let's see. I don't think it would help in a sense of the traffic, but maybe potentially in the medium size. I'll do a large one here. We got a lot of room. So I could do it over here. Can't do it there. Could do this way. See what that does. Just trying to think if there are any. Look at this guy. Look at this guy. He's like, no, I'm not going that way. They're literally entering over that dirt piece. Oh my gosh, I cannot believe they let me do that. Well, there's an AI or a path finding issue. Whoops. So apparently these are all entrances and it's up on a hill. And they let me do it. That's hilarious. Here's another one. Got all our garbage trucks. They still look the new as the day they came off the assembly line. I cannot believe it's doing that. And this guy ran straight through the other car. No bus vehicles for that one. What's going on, Austin? A little later today than usual. Appreciate you joining, man. Just kind of laughing at some of the weirdness. Look at this. What the heck? I mean, we're just going up rock faces, if you will. I built it this way originally, but the entrance is on the other side. It doesn't that I saw. It didn't say it needed a road on this side. But yeah, that's happening. And I guess I'm kind of glad it is because our issue is this other side over here. They can't get in and out quick enough. So at least I know that there are 2 or 3 entrances now. Yeah, it's funny, man. I got another surprise for you. So I made some graphics updates on the selections that I had in the game. So I'll take all the alerts out. Check out the haze that now comes over the city. More realistic view. We got all the clouds in the sky. It even has the sunshine where there's no cloud and whatnot. And then if I come back way over here, kind of see how, I don't know, it's a very realistic picture the way I look at it. It's getting better, let's put it that way. It's not perfect, but it looks very nice. A few buildings that didn't come, like these with more solid colors in them, seem like they come across a lot better, but these where they have like the mix and the lines, they don't do as well. So these seem to be doing okay. And I don't know how it looks really coming through the stream. You know, obviously that's going to take a little bit of degradation too, but for the most part, for me playing, it looks pretty good. A lot better than it was, let's put it that way. And my CPU fan and my laptop fan are not going crazy. The few first times I tried this, man, that thing was going nuts trying to keep up, trying to cool down. So I'm glad that it's not as bad as it once was with these higher level of graphics. Yeah, much I was saying downtown, I kind of like that there's just random buildings everywhere. Yeah, I would agree. Like, there's a couple of random taller ones at places. I would agree. I mean, that's kind of sometimes natural. Like, you have little areas that have taller buildings and whatnot in cities. And we did do kind of our downtown over here, but there are areas where, you know, you get a little more dense population and whatnot. It really depends on the city, obviously, too. So, yeah, I did this. All right, let's take this off. Where, is it? Okay. Yeah, I was gonna say, comparing to like Houston, where I'm from, that's really how I feel like it is there too. Oh, here's Frosty Street. There's a new 10-eye effect on things. I wanted to see what it looked like here. It did me good. There's your street as far as the progress goes. No one's really complaining on your street. It's not the norm. I will say that they seem to be walking really slow, which makes me feel like either the AI is struggling to keep up with all the different nuances going on, because we're at full pace, and you would expect them to be walking faster, or at least give me 5 fast forward buttons and get them running, like, you know, make the AI actually fast forward. It's not really going fast, if you will. I don't know if that was a performance deal or not, but something I noticed. Kind of a neat pick. Actually, let's go see. I haven't really looked at Notre Dame since I did the update. It's doing okay. Kind of got a couple of different colors in it, which makes it a little bit harder to see. See how close to street level we can get. Back up a little bit. It's got a building in front of me. Oh, and another one. You know, I've seen that. I think there's screenshot mode, follow citizens. So you can do, I think you take
Has anyone seen my
like that person
What?
and then follow them like this.
Sorry about that. It's nothing important. I just lost
Um,
my keys. I'm sure they'll turn up. They're for the brown sedan parked outside the radio station.
I don't,
Wait,
maybe I scroll in. I don't know how you do first person, to be honest.
Don't steal my
That's as much as I know.
The old hornbuckle mobile, please. Oh, good. Here they are. Well, never mind then.
See
Thank you
those.
for listening to second.
There's photo mode.
Interesting news from the city's export division.
I know they have these like
Sources
different
tell us
lenses
that
and whatnot. I never really got into that stuff,
we
but
know what to do with
cinematic
And you know
mode.
what that means, folks. It means we're not
I don't
cutting
know.
things close enough.
Well, no.
Yeah,
the
different.
point is we're selling it and
Time of day, all of that.
That's right. You could almost say
I don't know. I don't know how you'd get into the
or we could
first
say
person.
we're enjoying a
Oh,
positive
mod.
trend
Okay.
and the economy is booming.
I'll have to look into that
More
then.
after this.
That's closer to the ground than I feel like I've gotten in the past.
Reports about a traffic accident
Following someone.
in
Kind of
the
neat.
city.
Road maintenance services have already
Actually
been
looks good. You can
slashed
kind
and
of see
traffic
the
flow
innards
should
of the
return
bottom of
tomorrow.
it now.
But if you're planning a quick
Didn't realize they
getaway,
even had all of
you may
that. Look at
want
all
to
the
wait
detail on
until
that.
everything clears up.
If you're
Oh, that's
looking into,
crazy. Look at that.
you already know about it. No
And that
reason
I've
to
never
worry.
seen before.
Meanwhile, expect delays and drive
That's
safely.
cool. Could you imagine? I mean, maybe it's a little bit of copy and paste between these guys, but that's a lot of detail if you ask me. Trying to see if there's a good angle of it that I get a good screenshot. It's something like this. That light's in the way. Something like that. Alright. Well, there's some fun. Still running into problems with a bunch of other things, but definitely like the fact that the didn't know about the picture thing. Make a picture book of photos. Yeah. Make it as a coffee table book. Love it. Love it. Yeah, I've snapped a few photos. I don't think I've really done much with any of them, but I have a few. I don't know what to do with him other than just bulldoze it on the rebuild. I don't really know what to do with this because I don't think I can do a UE right here, a roundabout right here. I think they'd have problems. But getting in and out of here is terrible. And that's not being used whatsoever. Figured if I put that there, I'd have less pedestrian cars trying to go here parking. I don't think we're gonna see much of that anyway now that I say it. But it's really a tiny entrance. There's only an entrance here and an entrance there that's kind of wonk, but oh, there might be. I wonder if this is an entrance we could use. Let's try doing a 4-lane road back here, just out of curiosity. Could that be? Oop. I would have thought it would have aired. Let's see what that does. Yep, so they can leave there. Ah, thought for sure he was going straight. I really don't want that light there. Don't need them. Just try it. Planning. Oh yeah? Plan on going to New York, make a picture book. New York, and then sells a coffee table book. And a store you're gonna open in a couple of years. You're gonna open a store. That's cool. That's kind of a cool hobby or something cool to look forward to if you're gonna do that. What kind of store? What other things would you sell? Maybe this helped opening that second entrance over here because I feel like that's sure getting this to come through a lot more. People are as desperate to go in that one entrance now. I don't know if they can climb the wall on this side or not, but that's another question I'd have. Busy is this? About halfway. I couldn't upgrade this thing if I wanted to. Oh, I could actually. It's right next to it. Interesting. Increase capacity for more trains. Even more cargo. Got no room anywhere around it now. That's funny. You been to New York before? I feel like that'd be a really good city for photography if you were. I've never been, so I couldn't tell you, but I feel like it would be. Station. Subway interface. What does that do? Oh, interesting. I don't recall. So it works as a subway station, which we don't actually have here. Planning a lot more sculpture, drawings, wiring, 3D printing smart. Oh, that's cool. Mostly art. You know what goes great with that? It's a coffee shop. Getting them sipping your lattes, cappuccinos. As you look at your art. I guess just don't spill the coffee though. Oh, interesting. Okay. I wonder why it did that, or it did this little bump right here. It's clear as day now to me that there's a bump there, but when I built it, I didn't see it at all. I feel like this is getting better. I'm not seeing the alert traffic is happening like I used to. Yep, and that's the thing too. It's like you're getting. It doesn't have to be coffee for what it's worth. I mean, you could do like a juice, something other. Give them a second reason to be there. And I've always heard the profit margin on drinks is 3-4x compared to what you're. And you don't necessarily need to make that much money on it, but it gives them a reason to come outside of the art, and you get them in the door, and then they see the art, and that's the way to get them in. I feel like there was TikTok or something. Someone was doing that. Yeah, I do, man. There's all sorts of weird landscaping issues. I got all these roads and walkways and whatnot that I pull around this thing, and I can't build anything else out around it. Yeah, so there was a guy that built a coffee shop to start with, and I think his wife wanted to have a shop, so they did a coffee shop, I think, to start, and then like a little bookstore and adjacent to, like, in the same building, so like you can read and you have your coffee. And they just kept adding on, and I think the next piece they did was like plants, and so they had a little like plant area. I guess it was seasonal. Plants would kind of need to be that way. And it was a small little section, obviously, but have little plants they'd grow and they'd sell those. I want to say there was something art or something to that effect. I can't remember what that was, but when you said that, it kind of reminded me of what I saw on that. Get your liquor license. There you go. I like it. Get beer behind the bar. I think Starbucks tried to do that at one point. I don't know if that really went very far. I always wanted to open a bar, that kind of thing in my head, and then I realize I'm a demographic that is not rowdy, and doesn't get angry when you drink and all those. And there's a lot of people out there that do, but it sounds fun and great when you're not the one that gets angry, and you're an angry drunk, and then you get those people in your building, and it gets really not so much fun anymore. I don't know if I want to deal with that. There you go. I like it. I do plants with sculptures. Yep. So there you go. Giving you've got ideas then, man. I like it. Put a little more trees in this area. It seems a little devoid. Uh, Maybe we do Pines. Well, it looks like it's here as of now, so we'll just do all of them. Get all this area going. It's interesting. There's not much over here as far as trees go. Alright, let's go check on our other scene. Yeah, I mean, I don't even get out at nights anymore. Wouldn't say I'm an old dude, but my sis brother still home. I'll get out and do my midday or my afternoon type eating, but I'm home before dark. Buck Stadium's like 20 bars. Man, yeah, it sounds terrible. As far as I'm concerned, I wouldn't want to live near that if I could help it, and or be forced to work near that anymore. I mean, there was one point in my life where all I wanted to do was be out in that. I'm past that now. I'm in my 40s. About to be, shit. I got a birthday in about a month. Crazy how time flies. All right, let's see. Build another road in here. I don't need the curve to go straight. What if we did, yes, there. And then pour all of
What
this
kind of
in.
future does music have if it doesn't look to its past? Well,
It's always a good time, everyone. Yep, happy drunk.
Second moon. We know
Harassing the waitress.
unless you keep both eyes steadily
Yeah, I can hear that. It's true. That's funny as traveling the country, that's kind of what I do. I go looking for, I call it bars, but I mean I say that with a light sense of a bar. I mean there's different kinds obviously, but I'm more of your like sports bar environment. Like I want TVs and things like that. Finding the more of like the north, you get more of your
Are you trying to make people panic?
pool halls mixed with your bars, things like that. And I guess it's just kind of a different in the winter, people trying to get out to go do something, an activity, and it's cold and you really can't do anything outside, so it gives them activities to go to or a reason to go to a bar. At least, this is me in my mind and why I'm saying I feel like they're doing it. I don't know, I haven't been here that long, but just different in Texas. Like you would not put a table in the middle of a bar. Typically you'd want a table, a pool table, let's say. You would want actual tables for patrons. You're losing out on money otherwise. Yeah, it's something I didn't. You see certain places that do it and some places that don't, but for the most part, it seems like every smaller place here, you get a lot of, I didn't do right, a lot of pool tables and things like that, which is fun. And we definitely had them in Texas, they just weren't as prevalent. I think I might not put housing down, because this is going to be loud, so I think I might try to figure out a way to, oh man, really? I don't really want to kill the building. Can I just do one side? Like, oh, I probably should have done it like I had the other ones. Whatever. It's gonna look a little off compared to the rest. Big concert person, are you? So we're looking at that. So let's do all of these. No, I actually don't want anyone to build there. Could put business down this strip here with the train. Wonder how that would fare. Let's do a little bit of business in here. Wonder if we do a couple of like rows of trees. So if we did this section, put some trees. I'm trying, yeah, like just that section right there. Maybe take you out. I know you're gonna hate me, but that's okay. I think all of those are houses. Hopefully now. And then kind of the same thing over here. We'll do like section, a little bit of a break, and then another section. Like that. It's already expensive here. High rent. So everything I can to get medium and high density. There's unoccupied buildings. How do I go see those? Figure out why they won't build there. Starting to hit some questions I don't have answers for. Taxes are high. Taxes are high. So maybe we lower our taxes on the industry and the others. Let's do this. We'll go to taxation. We'll lower these down a percent and see what happens. What I want is residential to come up, but I can't. Tax. I didn't realize you could tax based on education. That's crazy. Let's go to 8. Let me see if that makes a difference. I had gone down to 9 a while back. Let's see what that does. Oh, I'm sorry, you didn't hear me. I'm in my 40s. I'll be 44 soon. Too soon. Fuck me. Just joking the other day that New Year, and I keep forgetting that. That's about the time. I'm not looking forward to it. Alright, I think we'll need it there. So we got a little bit of space on that side. This one's not so spaced out. Alright. Oh, and I don't like the way those ended up going. Those houses? Let's change that up. Why in the world would you build? Ah, that stinks. It had to build that way. That's why. Alright, well, not doing that. You're not building there. Is it? 35. Good times, man. Yeah, I definitely don't feel 40s, that's for sure. Definitely don't. I had a friend of mine that told me he was in his 50s, and I didn't realize he was quite that old. Shocked me the other day. I'll shock myself when I get there, so it's not saying much. Why did that guy only build so little there? Alright, well, we're gonna knock that out. I don't need him building there. Okay, taxes are actually better on those. But we have unoccupied buildings now. And the demand going down for low density. So that's good. Still not getting labor. Poor educated is what we need here. Poorly educated. So really we need to find an area and not have it anywhere near schools? I'm trying to think of how that would really even work. I have a neighborhood here that has a school, but it's elementary, obviously. That's not really tied into the city. We could tie it in through this wonky road here. I wonder if we just take a leg coming out to it, tie her to that. Let's do a 4-lane road going up a hill. It's gonna cut into the hill. Could do oh, I didn't realize it was curved. Straight. And then we'll pause, we'll knock this out. Take the road. Let's go ahead and upgrade while we're at it. Merely we can delete all of this and just tie it back in over here. Like right here someplace. I'll just keep that dirt road field and just tie it into here. I don't think we need a light, so let's get rid of that BS. And there. Oh, interesting. It went underground. That's cool. Kinda. Okay, so we've got this area here. I wonder if that would really provide us with uneducated or not. I don't really know how that works, to be honest. We've had so many issues trying to find educated and making sure they all were educated that I've never done it the opposite. 80, say 1, 12, and 12, 1, 12. Bought a baby gecko. God, I saw it in the corner of my eye. I just said, I read I bought a baby. Okay, gecko. Over the internet. There's 3 shipping him to me in the mail. LOL. They're shipping them to you in the mail. God, I love the internet. Yeah, man, that's kind of fascinating that you can get a gecko by mail. Did you say it was going to take 3 days? No, I read that wrong. How long would it take for you to get a gecko? Like, how long is it in the box? I bought this plant. I don't know if you remember way back when there's a movie called Little Shop of Horrors, and it was a Venus flytrap, big plant. Anyway, I bought one of those over the internet. It took like a week to get to me, and I couldn't keep it alive. It wasn't the fact that it had any issues. I suck at keeping plants alive, but that was kind of fun to play with. 2 days to get it to you, that's not bad. Okay. Well, let me know how that turns out. That's kind of a cool, I'll be honest with you, a cool pet. I like that idea. I'm a massive cat fan, but I can't convince my wife or myself, really and truly. I can't blame her to break down and actually buy a cat or get a pet if you want. You know what I mean? Like it's a hard sell for us, just traveling and upkeep and all of that. But I'd love to get a cat one of these days. But not just any cat. I want a travel cat. I want like a leash, and I want that sucker to roam the world with me. That's what I
A
want.
driving advisory has been issued for the immediate area due to poor road conditions.
See what
Please
happens.
exercise caution if you must drive, and try to stay off the
Go
streets until
at
conditions
least
improve. This has been a local
one
public
more
service
section. I
announcement.
wonder if I can make this thing work.
Second Moon Radio with your host, J.
So
Thomas
do
Hornbuckle. Tune in tomorrow for a second chance to hear the music
80.
of yesteryear.
For our feature
Definitely
story
not
this
working.
hour, we're going live to Kim, who is
That's
downtown
pointless. Let's just do it
investigating
manually.
the story behind our declining commercial zones. So, what exactly is driving this sudden downswing in business? Kim?
Good question, Glenda. I'm standing outside what used to be one of the busiest stores in the city. Not long ago, it would open its doors to lines of customers 7 days a week. Now the place is shuttered, like most of the commercial buildings on this once thriving city block.
All right.
And the
So we got
question on
another
everybody's minds,
group of
how could it
houses
have grown to
there.
this?
Thanks, Kim.
Nice little community out here
We'll
will be
have more on
nice.
Kim after the break.
Maybe we
A housing shortage is driving
stick
up
one
prices
more
everywhere.
area
That's
of
right, Glenda.
business. I wonder if that's gonna be enough of business for this area.
We're joined today by an
Um,
expert guest, Professor Nutbutter.
Welcome, Professor.
I'm thinking like
A
a
housing
grocery
shortage
store.
is bad for the people
But I'm
trying
really
to
wanting
make
these
it,
guys to come in here to go to
What's
work is the idea. What we can do actually, now that I think about it, is where we have our subway. Where is the subway over here? Right there. We need to have parking.
Is the housing shortage
These houses here may not be really ideal. Why don't we put a parking lot right there?
What we are discussing is the study of a statistical
Um,
abstraction and its effect on the human
Parking
Thank you, Professor.
It is a
large.
question of priority.
How big is very large? That's too big. So we can do large parking lots there, and then to this one did not get upgraded. Perfect. So we have a parking lot now there. And then I think that's really it. Is there any play? Yeah, it's all green. Okay. I don't really have park in the area either. I'm surprised that's green. I guess they're just happy for whatever at this stage. New city ignorance? Because I don't. Yeah, it's red. I guess it's not the same happy as the others are. We do a park here. And that covers pretty far too. I can do small playground over here. Or put it in an area I can reach. Yep. And then looks like this area isn't a fan right now. So if we do maybe a tiny road without killing a house. That worked out really well right there, man. Look at this. And then dog park. Right off that sucker. We didn't have to bulldoze anything. Cool. And then... So the only issue I have is the more I do that, the more the rent will go up in those areas, and I'm trying to not keep these areas too high pinky, if you will. But I mean, being around a university and all the other things inside here, you're going to be pretty high pinky anyway, so I don't know. I do think we should probably consider another major road pretty soon. So we are here and we come down. Let's go like a little ways on this one, about 176. And we do another major intersection. This one was 8 lanes. Oh, not trying to build it. I'm just trying to see it. 8 lanes. Oh, and I got 8. Okay, that's a good point. We should probably save. Save game. 90. Save. Yes. So let's do 6 lane, 8 lane, Yeah. There. Won't go too far because I'm probably gonna end up cutting off the end of that street. So there's that one. Didn't really build the right way. We might need to actually let's do that. We need to flatten a bit more of the earth there before we build. Did I just see? Okay. I don't remember seeing that in there. I'm on large roads. I don't remember seeing Golden Gate Bridge in there. And that's part of that San Francisco pack. Well, shit. Because I know they gave certain buildings in the... I kept wondering what was new. What was the San Francisco pack? I never saw anything. That's nuts that I see that now finally. Probably my fault. I should notice it. I don't know. All right, we're gonna call it this. Nuts. We'll leave that there. By the way, if you're watching, say hello in chat. Let me know if you're playing Skylines 2 as well, or if you're just hopping in to see what it looks like. Here, I'll real quick show. I got a few people watching now. Take that off. You can see our city. We've got our airport over here, which is what you're seeing, the big airport. We've got a new downtown back out that way that we're working on, and then our older area downtown is over here. And we're the peninsula of San Francisco. We started over here. We kind of pushed this direction over time. We've got Alcatraz built out right there. It's our prison. And then a lot of our industry is kind of more out in this direction, if you will. We're just kind of building throughout the area. So it's been a good time. I'm gonna flatten some of this out over here so we can kind of push our neighborhood out into this area over here, but it'd be a little flatter. That's what we're working on now. So let's see, flat, and let's make that brush pretty big. Let's see if I can't push this back. Nope. It's not like I just did this. Surprised we've already built that city up so much that I'm already having to push all of this back further. Might have to rebuild a few of these things, that's okay. Well, okay, we got a couple of cables in there that we'll have to undo, which is what this is here. And then this road here we'll probably have to fix. I don't know that we take this road all the way around, but we certainly could. I definitely don't think I want to flatten out all of this over here, so it probably needs to be like a imaginary area here someplace that, you know, it does just kind of go higher. And that's fine. I'm not worried about it being completely level everywhere. I just feel like for the most part, the city itself, I'd like to be more flat. I have gone through the pain of dealing with cities that are not all in the rest of the city. I feel like this one, I kind of want to work with flat areas for a little bit. All right. Now what's that thing again? Almost done. I'm gonna push this a little bit here back, and then we'll smooth it out. All right, and then we can go into our smoothing tool. make all of this look a little better, if you will. More gradual of a decline. Perfect. Fortunately, we're getting pretty close to the edge over here. So this is going to be a little bit harder to flatten without undoing just about everything we did. That's okay. We'll work on that. Or what we do, let's put a bunch of trees. Kind of build it up with some forest for now. So let's come in there. Let's do the spruce. And do a pretty big area. Just put in some trees in there. And that way it'll kind of look like a forest hill, mountain, I don't know. A little bit of that. Okay. Come back over here and kind of do the same thing. Area. And then I want to redo this. Oh, I think it just didn't go anywhere. Really? So let's just knock that out. Flatten that back out. I'll tell you what, I was up at 5 o'clock this morning. I was surprised I'm still okay playing. I thought for sure I'd be on for 20 minutes and be like, nah, I'm done. Let's try and flatten. Can I come down now with it? I had a presentation this morning that I had to give. Well, what is going on with that? It's like there's a street still there. Is it underground, maybe? If we do this underground. Ah, there we go. And flatten now. Oh. Like that. Okay. Ah, come on, man. It's like no matter where I go, it ends up coming up just a little bit. All right, now we'll smooth all of this out. And I try to like not make it perfectly uniform because, you know, a lot of this isn't. Now, this obviously needs some work. I'll wait and get to that here in a second, but I need to redo a little bit of that. It's look like it should, and then we need to figure out what's underneath here. So we will hit pause, delete R2, so we can delete our power. That's what these are. And then we'll go a little bit deeper. So we got water, both. We're gonna go down 20 and then connect them. I can't see it. That connect? I don't think that, no, it didn't connect. It's kind of hard seeing those things connect, man. Okay, that connected. You can see that one. There. All right, and then now we can do power. So we come in with this, we go there. Oh, it looks like it's actually the telephone pole. It's good, we're on 20. Well, we didn't connect there, so let's just connect those two like that. Looks good. Oh, that didn't connect. Man, I'm batting 1,000 on
What
this
kind of
today.
future does music have if it doesn't look to its past? Well, I say the question speaks for
What?
itself. Here on Second Moon, we know you can't move forward unless you
Hold
keep
on.
both eyes steadily trained
I don't
behind.
understand why you're being so
This
difficult.
just in from traffic. If you're thinking about
There
hitting the streets, you can expect delays on the major roads,
to
especially during
there.
rush hour.
Good to
Wow,
know,
okay.
Jim. Seems like
That
everyone
was
is in a hurry to get somewhere fast.
anything but fun.
It's worth slowing
I
down.
don't see it having
And
problems
if you
though,
can,
so we're good
plan
there.
your trip outside.
And that's to power
Oh,
our
I don't know. I'd rather keep
telecom
going on
tower,
traffic than
who
have to
is
start
complaining
fighting
again
traffic all
about
the time. Besides, if I did that,
skilled
I'd never get
labor.
anywhere. And
Interesting.
on to
It
our
doesn't have
main
anybody
feature
working at
story.
it still.
The commercial district is booming as the area is attracting more high-end stores, bringing the latest in
We might need to
luxury
connect it into the
technology.
town,
You can now
even by
shop
that
for
dirt road,
designer
just to give it
shoes while sipping a
some
fancy
traffic
local
essentially.
Jarva mate or some
Because it
iced
doesn't look like the
tea.
highway is
That's
really
good
giving
for
it what it
business
needs
and
as far as
good for the
people.
community.
Thanks, Jim.
Um,
We'll be back after this.
Interesting. Not a problem I thought I'd have to solve right now. Let me build the road that I intended on really building, and then we'll come back to that. Maybe today, maybe tomorrow. We'll go to here. And then I want to say, man, I wish I remember how many. I think it was 176. Oh, and yeah, 176. So we come here, we go 176. And then we come here, which I don't think. Let me overground. If we do a road, this is 4 lane. One 76 would be there. It would be really hard to put that road up on that hill. We actually do have a problem here going up for whatever reason. These houses tend to want to go to the sky. Let's do a little flattening there and fix that. And how about that? There we go. And they're building back in. Bulldoze here. All right, and then we got our major road, 8 lanes. 90. 2. 90. Okay. It's like there's something underneath here that won't let me go through. Ah, it's the pillars. Alright, we're gonna have to rebuild that highway anyway. So now it's time as good as any. We'll delete all of this to about there. And we'll kill that for now. Alright. And then drag you out 180 degrees to there. Build the highway back. I think we can do, yeah, looks like it's already set to do it. Nope. How about 2? Nope. 3? Nah, it's custom. Dang it. Alright, well, I did that to myself. So this one, we just connect a reel like you don't want the curve. Like that. Perfect. And on this one, we come from the other way back. And then we've got the road, the rail, I should say. And it's underground, which is why we can't see it. This is rail. Rail 2 lane. I think we're down in the ground. And we want to come up, I think is why it's doing what it's doing. So it's going to come to positive 10. I'm going to go with that, see what that looked like. That looks perfect. Then I say that's a little off center, is it not? Hold on. Got a little bit to the right on me there. So close. Let's try that one more time. I think it's a little to the right anyway, but I just want to try to get it as right as possible. So we're here. We want to be... Can we not make it snap just overlapping one in the actual... Slope is too steep. Really? All right, let's see. If we come back here, we go down to 20 down, okay? That's why it's having a problem. It's only 10 deep. And then what does that look like? That goes to 0 actually. Oh, man, we're so close yet so far. I don't want to go to 0, I want to go to 10 is my problem. So we take U, we go to 10. I think that will be better. I think we're almost there now. All right. Are we higher there? It might be 20, actually. Let's go up to 20. Yeah, we're 20 there. So we go down to 10, up to 20. What the flip? I'm not having any luck with this rail. This is really starting to be annoying. One more time. So we're gonna go down negative 10. And I almost feel like that's 20 now, but let's see if it lets me. We come back up to positive 10, but we're not clicking it. So that works. Then we go up to 30. No, sorry, 20. And then 20 comes directly in, like that. That didn't work right. I would be so mad. I don't know, because that looks like 10 there to me. But it is what it is. That worked, for all I care. Tired of messing with it. And then we'll carry this street over here. So then we don't really have a marker for where these streets would start is my only concern to make it perpendicular. What we could do to kind of give us a guide is go I think we did 120. That street. What the distance is in that. Building off that road anyway. So this road is 96. What did that? That was weird. 96. So then over here we go 90. There's 96, 90-degree road. That does not look like 96. But that right there would be 96 length. All right, well, I'm going with it. So 96 comes this way. Man, that's going to go into that road. I know it's not 96. I can just look at it and tell. It's probably going to be like that. And then we did 176 off this one. Can we get the precision to help now? A little bit? It is hard getting the mouse to go right where I want it. No, not doing it. So 176.90, perfect. I think I'll be close. So then, last but not least, we come back in with our road. Trying to think. I'm clicking to 90 like that. And then we come all the way through like that. We fix the corners. Last but not least, we finish this side off to there. So that gives us another major road on the south end side. I don't know if we should make this go up in there, because it's going to go up a hill and it's going to start getting really crazy. You can't build off of it. Traffic's going to start getting squirrely. I don't really know if that's going to help us at all. We could build it, and then it's going to go over through that too. So this is where we start having to kind of figure out if we would really want a street coming through this area. We've got two outlets, one rail, and then this one going under, coming kind of through this area. So we can look at that over time. My only hesitation is building this major road. The only people that are going to use it are the people that are in this outer area getting to it. It would be rare for anyone in this section to come outward than to go back in. I don't see that happening.
My dear Professor Hornbuckle, whereas I may
all right, so we've got the road built. Let's tie in a few of the other streets. This corner here may need to be redone. That may be off, which is why it's the way it is. Maybe this is off slightly. Still, because it should line up with just about how this road is.
From my homeland, I long to hear a tune that speaks to the anguish of my road-weary soul. There now, my good fellow, chin up, as it were. No need to wallow in sediment. Leave that to those poet chaps.
Let's see if I come back.
Here's a tune just for you, and I do hope it provides your aching spirit.
We do 180.
Industry in the region is
We
on
build
the
the
rise,
road
and when
here.
business is doing well, that floats our boat.
to
No
you.
singing this boat, Glenda.
Interesting news from the city's export division. Sources tell us that our city has more services than we
I
know
think
what to do
something's
with.
wrong.
And you know what that
Because
means, folks.
I
It
don't
means
look
we're not
right.
cutting things close
They're
to home.
connecting at the
Well,
wrong
no,
spots.
the point is we're selling it.
Uh,
Money into local
That's right.
economy.
You could almost say it's too much of a
I
good
don't
thing.
know. Maybe
Or we
I
could
goofed
say
on it
we're
completely.
enjoying a positive trade balance and the economy is booming.
And I mean, I
Money
could
is
guess that it's,
flowing.
here, and I'd still probably be off slightly. It's 'cause this rail's in the way now, and I don't have the exact measurements right. But let's eyeball it. Continue the street that I've got there for now. That looks better than it was for what it is. Okay. My wife's cracking jokes over here. Let's see. Bring that through. I don't know that we really needed this to connect. The road's already there, so kind of why not, right? And I don't want to build off the road. I want to build around it. So if we did another road, we could do, say, let's go to 96. And then we take that at a 90 all the way down. Like that. And then we'd come back this direction at 90. And then we come off this one at 96. Oh, I clicked too early. 96. Yeah, 90. Let's see if this will go through. No. Gosh darn it. I could go under. I don't think it's gonna matter though. Oh, I can't get my camera up there. We just happen to be in the one stinking spot that those pillars are every time. I really don't want to rebuild that thing. I mean, at all. That's funny. I will rebuild that. I just don't want to do it right now. There's that. If we go 96 on our estimated road, why are you doing? Let's do it 97, 96. And then 90, perfect. And then this comes up to here. Cool. And I love how all of that fit in with your streets everywhere. And then do that. It's not the most perfect intersection there, but it'll work. Okay, and then now we've got tons of housing we can throw in all through here. And I don't need to figure that one out, so let's do just this side of it. Just this side, all the way down. In fact, I don't want you building there. Perfect. And then we can do pretty much all of this. All of this, all of that, all of that. And then I'll go, nope, nope. So we've got it selected on these. So let's do like, no, it's probably too many. That section, I think it's there. Same here. I think we got that back row. It's too much. I don't know. Maybe they can use it. Let's see. Let's see if they do. We could take this road and make the on-ramps, but I prefer to do another highway. eventually. And really and truly, maybe that's what I should have done here, but we could do, or that's what we could do. We got this whole area here in between. We can make a highway right there. What if we do that? Reuse the area that we're trying to say we're not building on. I could put houses right here, but why not put a highway in between it and be done? Let's just see what that looks like, and then that'll probably be our last for the day. So we do 2 roads in here, for instance, like that. It's almost right. Oop. Kind of like there. Well, it's pretty stinking close. I might need to see that from the side. Nope. Yep. 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 Maybe there. And then I think we'll do there. And then we can come back over here. Nope. Now it's getting harder. That's pretty close. Perfect. And then last but not least, this one may not work here, because that's in the way. I could probably just do the on-ramp right there. So we'll just do that there, and then we'll fix all of the nuisance that I created here like that. We'll figure out how we want to handle that. For now, really and truly, this would be easier to connect that direction, the highway would, than connecting in these big roads. So I could see going that direction only with the highway potentially. For now, let's just connect in, like, I did the double road. That was really bizarre. There we go. There's a little UE. And then now we can do on-ramps like we did on the other one. So we've got 2-way on-ramp to, no, we don't want to do that. And we'll go up. This is where the issue lies, as to what the distance is to get up to that without the slope being too steep, because it's 30 high. I prefer it to be more in than more like that. I want it to be closer in, like that. And then we'll come just to the other side. Try and mirror that same setting. Didn't go far out enough, it looks like. It's right about there. What in the world? Just why? Just why? That ground's flat. But it did, because we brought it up for this, it did that. I don't even understand that. Can I flatten out anything to make it not do that? No, I can't. That's terrible. A little bit of heartbreak, actually, at the same time. Okay. Sorry, I wasn't watching chat. Gotta love the internet. 2 days, super friendly. Nature sweethearts. Oh, are you talking about the geckos? They're super friendly. I totally missed your follow up there, buddy. Ah, it still did it. That is so upsetting. Might be better. We'll just go straight. Bring it in. That's going the wrong way. I'm doing the wrong way with that one. What? Come on now. About that, maybe? Yeah. I mean, so much for uniformity. Starting to wonder if you guys are watching me play this just to see all the struggles I can do, because I feel like this should be so much easier. Two-way. Oh, there we go. I mean, that's not great, but it's what it is. Are they? Okay. Oh, they're easy to take care of. What do they eat? What does a gecko eat? That's how naive I am about those kind of animals. I had a friend of mine that had a what do you call it? Newt. It's like more of a aqua type lizard, if you will. This is like, I was a kid at that point. It was kind of neat though, because you could obviously take it out of the aquarium and play with him, that sort of thing, and put him back in. But I don't remember what they ate. I'm assuming it's probably close to the same. Yep. And do the same thing. Awesome. What's all right? These sayings the other side, just because we're glutton for punishment. So we can try. I'll have to make it the same because. Yeah, and then we'll back it off like that.
We're live, and we're getting reports about a traffic accident somewhere in the city.
A fruit paste and crickets. That sounds familiar, actually. Crickets. Just wanting to try it again, apparently.
Meanwhile, expect delays and drive safe. We've recently been having what some are calling the
I've never heard of the paste. That's different.
That's right. Today we are talking about the increased likelihood that you'll die.
I feel like I did that backwards. I'm not paying attention to what I'm doing here. I feel like the crickets might have been something that he did feed his newt, but I can't remember now. That was another life ago. If I was 8, I'd be shocked. I was like really young at that time.
We'll be back after this.
I mean, why is that a problem? Just... Oh my gosh, how many times am I gonna have to redo this one section? There. Gotcha. Alright, we got our intersection, finally. We go downtown, and now I'm realizing we come downtown, and they can't get off of downtown. But they can go downtown. There's no way to get off the road down here, now that I think about it. So, yeah. We could build a whole off-ramp system down here. But at the same time, that might make it really hard to put any buildings down here. We got people using the highway at least. He's got cotton he's taking around. Maybe he's trying to go over here. No, it's a subway. I don't know why he'd gone over here with cotton. There is a traffic jam right here, though. Looks like lots of people are using our new little underground Grove Street. We could upgrade that to a roundabout. Might make that a little bit better. We will have to, unfortunately, kill some houses to do so. Let's see what that does. I really don't feel like the roundabouts make life all that much better, to be honest. It would be really nice if they made it where pedestrians could not cross, period. Like no pedestrians going on that road. And maybe that's because there's not really a two-way road that has no pedestrian walking that I know of. Because all of these have some sort of sidewalk with divider in the middle. Interesting. But all of them have sidewalks. Got a leopard gecko. He's a big boy. He's a rescue, so only I can handle him. 75-gallon aquarium. My gosh, that is a massive aquarium. Interesting. So the gecko that you ordered, is this that gecko or you already had one? I'm trying to remember, I think 30 or 40 gallons is the most I've ever even tinkered with. And that was a lot to keep up with. So props to you, man. 75-gallon aquarium. That's serious water taken care of right there. Looks like this is becoming a pretty serious artery to the city now with this in here. Wondering if I should have rethought how those were coming in and made that more of a direct line into here even. Maybe rethink that as time goes. I do think the highway system could be redone a little bit because now we can't get the workers to come down here. Why don't we look at making a couple of parking places while we're here? Large. Let's do a couple of medium, maybe small. Would a medium fit there? Let's see. There's a road there. Can you go there? I can put one there, which means we could put one over here. That was on the inside. There, okay. Now we'll try and aim to do the same thing on this one. Make it uniform. Okay, so this is the one you've had. I get it. Like 5 years now. 20 years, really? That's a long lifespan for a small animal. So you're saying he's a rescue? Is he? And you're the only one that can handle him? Is he big? He's like a. What does he weigh? And is it like a weight thing, or is it more of he's uncomfortable holding him? Does he bite? Has anyone lost fingers? I mean, there's something like there's a backstory to this. Sorry, you opened up Pandora's box of questions now, man. Feeling like we do an off-ramp here. Questions on ramping. He bites, okay. wonder. We can do an on ramp here, ramp there, on ramp here. I don't hate that idea. What if we do? Let's try and see what this looks like. I don't recall when I saw the guy kind of tutorial his thoughts on this, what he did down here. I'm on level, I'm not on the thing. Let's go up to 20 bites. Biting gecko. If we come in, see, I was trying to go here, but I feel like that might be too hard. If we come out maybe, so that's 10, and then we go down to 0, the other side here. No, it doesn't like that. What if we have to stay at 10 here? Okay, now we come down to 0. Can I come into here? You rascally rascal. Does not like it. I feel like no matter what we do with these off ramps, we are going to cause so many traffic problems. Really, I could just come down and dead end into this road right here. That's still going to bring a lot of traffic into town. Let's try that, just see what that looks like. Oh, I think I'm on the ground doing that, whatever that was. All right, let's try this again. So we're here, we're up 20 in the sky. We come this way, we come. And we go down to 0. Where can I get to 0 at? 0 right there. Okay. So now we got options. I want to see the street. We can either come into here, or we can go into here, or dead end into it. Couldn't train them to be comfortable with other people, but I do take outside and run around. Oh, interesting. He doesn't go too far away, huh? He's comfortable being around you. Even being outside, that's great. I wonder if it's one of those things where he didn't get to do those things before. Wasn't allowed really to kind of roam. I didn't trust being on his own. That's great that he trusts you, though. I don't like that being an intersection there, but I don't know what else to do. I really don't want to go into there. What we should do is make that an only right turn, no left. And then definitely don't want any pedestrian crossing on that one. Well, then what would be nice is if on the flip of that, maybe we do another one coming right back out. We come. We'll come up there. And then we go up to 20. Oh, I don't hate that. That actually looks pretty planned, pretty strategic. Now that's gonna be a massive traffic jam, but hopefully we can mitigate that. So we don't have the ability to do that over here as of now because of all the buildings someone decided to put down. But we can aim to correct that. I don't mind it being only on that side though, because if you look at our city, this is where our neighborhoods really are, out that way. All of this is going to be more high society anyway, the way I view it, and it'll be subway dependent primarily. But we're going to keep expanding this direction, and so off and on ramp would be pretty well used in that regard. So there's that. What are we at? 6 o'clock. This is probably the latest I think I've streamed. We're just over 2 hours.
A driving
We're
advisory
still
has been
losing
issued for the
people,
immediate
which
area
is
due to poor road conditions.
unfortunate. We're down to
Please exercise
200,000
caution
now.
if you must drive, and try to stay off the streets until conditions improve. This has been a local.
And I'm wondering if this is just that cycle of the age out of the city. If we're getting
Your second musical home from home. So
a lot of the original people, got a lot of adults.
Tonight we are
Seniors is 14, almost 14%. A lot of children though.
Land of art and culture. Que bon, as they say. And an aria inspired by the infamous Vivaldi shall be our guide.
Oh, that's cool. That was actually something I really tried doing with my fish that I didn't get very far because the fish kept dying. But the plants were kind of cool to play with. I got a few. But yeah, that'd be really neat. They had some like nice floating ones that you could do. I like that idea.
Thanks, kid.
Try that one.
Always
Maybe?
gotta watch out for crime, not to mention collapsing buildings. We'll have more
Definitely sounds like a fun hobby.
For our
Dart
featured
frogs.
segments now, we're going live to
I feel like I've seen dart frogs before. It's been a while.
Story behind our declining commercial zones.
So you're gonna start
So
making me
what
think
exactly
about
is driving this
a travel
sudden
frog.
downswing in business? Kim?
Good question, Glenda. I'm standing outside
Get a little
what
leash
used
for
to be
him.
one of the busiest
Let them hop
stores in
around
the city.
outside.
Not long ago, it would open its doors to
Scare the
lines of
kids.
customers 7 days a week. Now the place is shuttered, like most of the commercial buildings on this once thriving city block. And the question on everybody's minds, how could
I
it have
feel like
come
there are
to
trees
this?
there, just haven't grown in yet. I'll leave it
We'll
alone for a
have more
bit.
with
Actually,
you.
that area needs a bunch of trees. Let's throw some down real quick. Do pine in this area here, all along the waterfront. Pine. Well, I might not be on tomorrow. I'm doing some training this week. I'm giving training this week, so my mental aptitude is going to be waving back and forth of how much I can really pay attention to things for long periods of time. But obviously you're subscribed, so you'll see it when I go live if I change and all of that. So to leave here. I love it. He hated it. The funniest thing. Yeah, I could see that. And cats don't like them either, and they have to be trained that way early on. I think otherwise they don't get accustomed to it early. They just they're not gonna. They'll just flip out. But that's funny. I'd love to see a gecko walking down on a leash. That'd be great. Well, Austin, I am going to save here. Probably call it a night. Save. Just save over 90. Really hoping our population problem ends up going the other direction. Look at that though. We're down to 800 an hour. 860 an hour now, so that's actually not terrible. And do we have no demand for the medium and high. We've got unoccupied buildings. Cost of living is high though, which is interesting because taxes aren't a complaint. Oh, taxes are a plus, so I don't know. we got things to look at. Long story long. We add some more business kind of out through here. Give them another area that they can work. That's not, you know, offices needing work. Because I think a lot of the businesses that are down here seem to be doing okay. Like this guy's a business. He's close to being fine. He's a couple of poorly educated. Still needs a couple of educated, so that's good to see. I know we expand this out over here a little bit more to get a little more people going and commuting in. And then maybe another kind of longer leg out here to get them another way to come in, or maybe expand that road because we're getting traffic from there. But yeah, getting there. A picture of a bunch of geckos pulling a sleigh. That's funny, man. That really is. Thousands of geckos pulling a sleigh. That's great. Alright, well, I have saved. I think I'm going to call it for tonight. Have a great rest of your evening, Austin. Sarah, I appreciate you chiming in. If you're catching this stream on a save, consider thumbs up liking it if you enjoyed the time watching. If you're not subscribed, do please subscribe. You'll get the notifications for whenever I do go live the next time and catch the live as it's live. And if not, appreciate you watching, and we'll catch you next time. Austin, Sarah, thanks again. Have a great evening, everybody. See you guys hopefully tomorrow, if not, later this week. Take care for now.